Ahoy, nostalgia lovers! Set sail with us back to the 1970s, when Halloween was simple, full of wonder, and a little bit wild. Join us as we step into a world of homemade costumes, neighborhood adventures, and good old-fashioned mischief. Let's dive into a Halloween night like no other. It's 1975. The air is crisp, and excitement is everywhere in the neighborhood. Halloween wasn't fancy back then. No big events, no perfectly planned decorations. It was raw, fun, and all about imagination. As the sun set, kids scrambled into costumes pieced together from whatever they could find. Maybe a ghost made from an old sheet, a cowboy with Dad's work boots, or a pirate with Mom's scarf. Every costume was unique, no plastic masks, just painted faces and mismatched clothes. And there was real pride in creating something yourself. Soon the streets were full of children, laughing, chatting, moving from house to house. Porch lights flickered on, jack-o'-lanterns stood glowing, each one carved with love. There was nothing quite like ringing a neighbor's doorbell and shouting, "Trick or treat." Behind every door, there was a friendly face, smiling as they dropped treats into waiting pillowcases. But it wasn't just about the candy bars. Neighbors handed out homemade goodies too. Popcorn balls, warm cookies wrapped in wax paper, and sticky caramel apples. Parents watched from porches, chatting and sipping cider. They trusted the streets were safe, and the kids felt free, like the whole neighborhood was theirs for the night. You could hear laughter carried on the breeze, the rustling of candy wrappers, and the sound of little feet running down sidewalks. It was pure joy. And of course, every neighborhood had that house. You know the one, the haunted yard everyone dared each other to visit. Mrs. Thompson's place was famous. Bed sheets hanging like ghosts, rubber spiders dangling in the dark, and Mr. Thompson hiding in the bushes to give everyone a good scare. It was a mix of fear and laughter, and everyone loved it. After trick-or-treating, the fun wasn't over. Families gathered for backyard or living room parties with paper skeletons and orange lights. Kids bobbed for apples, played pin the tail on the black cat, and sat for ghost stories by flashlight. The thrill of the storyteller's whisper, the flickering beam lighting up their face. It was spooky fun that brought everyone together. And let's not forget the mischief. Older kids, feeling too cool for costumes, snuck out later with rolls of toilet paper in hand. They covered trees, giggling as the white strands unraveled under the moonlight. It was harmless fun, just part of the tradition, a rite of passage. The night ended with candy piles dumped out on living room floors. Kids traded and laughed, bartering for their favorite treats while parents chatted in the kitchen. The glow of jack-o'-lanterns flickered on, giving one last reminder of the magic that filled the night. Halloween in the 1970s was all about community, creativity, and the simple magic of being together. There weren't fancy costumes or big, flashy displays. It was about the neighbors, the friends who dared you, and the parents who watched proudly. A Halloween where every little moment felt like an adventure. So gather round, dear travelers of time, and let's relive a Halloween that was simple, full of adventure, and full of heart. If you loved this journey, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Let's keep these memories alive together.